सब्सक्राइब कीजिए पारुल वर्मा चैनल को और बेल आइकन को दबाइए लेटेस्ट बायोलॉजी लेक्चर्स सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।
Hi guys, in this video I am discussing about chapter 1st of class 11 and our first chapter is the living world. Here I am discussing about some living and their characteristic. Firstly I am telling you what is living. The object showing growth, development, adaptation, reproduction, responsiveness and other factors of life is called living. Living organisms are evolving self-replicating and self-regulating interactive system capable of responding to external stimuli. Next, after definition of living, I am discussing about some characteristic about living. Our first characteristic is growth. What is it meant by? Growth is simple means increase in mass and increase in number of cells, or you can say individuals. In plants, you can see a meristematic area is present. And in plants, you can see indefinite growth. In animals, you can see definite growth. Non-living also grow. You can term as accretion, like mountains. In living growth, it is known as intussusception. Like human beings, growth is not a defining property because there are lots of exceptions are present. Growth and reproduction are mutually exclusive event. This point is very important, and after growth, I am telling you about reproduction. What is reproduction? It's a characteristic of living organism and production of new baby having features more or less similar to those of their parents is termed as reproduction. Reproduction is synonymous with growth in unicellular organisms. There are some exceptions which are not reproduced. Example, worker bees, mules, sterile, infertile human couples. That's why reproduction is not a defining properties of living. There are some examples, yeast and hydra. It including budding, planaria, regeneration, fungi, filamentous alga, protonymorphosis are the example of fragmentation. After reproduction, I am discussing about metabolism. What is meant by metabolism is all the sum total chemical reaction taking place in body of an organism is known as metabolism. There are two types of metabolism, anabolic and catabolic. Anabolic is simply means that constructive and catabolic means is destructive. All plants, animal, fungi, microbes exhibit metabolism. That's why metabolism is a defining property of living beings without any exception. An isolated metabolic reaction in a test tube is neither living nor non-living. Our next characteristic is consciousness. What is consciousness? It is just awareness. It's a defining property. Living organisms have ability to sense their surroundings, environment and respond to this environmental stimuli which could be physical, chemical, or biological. Prokaryotes to all the complex eukaryotes can sense and respond to external cues. Now I am discussing about diversity and living organism. Our next topic is diversity and living organism. In diversity of living beings, there are number of species as 1.7 to 1.8 million, which include 1.2 million animals and 0.5 million plant species. After a few terms I am discussing here, first one is taxonomy, systematic, and some about nomenclature. What is taxonomy? Taxonomy, there are some order which is very important for NEET exam. First is characterization, identification, nomenclature, and at last we can do classification of animals. What is systematic? It's given by Carl's Linnaeus. Taxonomy plus phylogeny is equal to systematic. Phylogeny is evolutionary relationship. Next, I am discussing about nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is given by Carl's Linnaeus. Biological names are generally in Latin and written in italics. In biological names, or you can see it binomial nomenclature, there are two words, genus and species. Genus is the first word written in capital letter and species is the second word and written in small letter. I am telling you one example, mango, Mangifera indica. Mangifera indica. Here you can see that Mangifera is genus and indica is species. And here Lin. It means that it show about these binomial nomenclature is discovered by scientist Linnaeus. Here you can write scientist name. Species Plantarum have 5900 species and system Naturae is having 4326 species. This all told by Linnaeus. Here I am telling you some full forms. ICBN, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, is given in 1961. ICZN, International Code of Zoological Nomenclature, 1964. ICNB, International Code of Nomenclature of Bacteria. ICNCP, International Code of Nomenclature for Cultivated Plants. ICTV, International Committee for the Taxonomy of Virus. These full forms are very important for the NEET exam. Now I am telling about taxonomic hierarchy. I am giving a simple trick about it. Taxonomic hierarchy. It is also given by Linnaeus. There are 7 obligate categories. Here I am telling you a simple trick about it. You can write smart, girlfriend, and common disease kills quickly. Here you can see that S, G, F, C, D, K. These are 7 obligate category. As for species, G for genus, F for family, C for class, D for division or you can say phylum, K for kingdom. When you go lower to higher class, you can see that there is decrease of characters. In species, characters are high. Now I am discussing one by one of taxonomic hierarchy. First is species. It's given by John Ray. Lowest category of classification. It is a group of closely related individuals with similar morphological, anatomical, biochemical, and cytological characters. Group of naturally interbreeding population. It is reproductively isolated, thus genetically closed system. There are some examples. Piscium, Sativum, Mangifera, Indica. Here in these two examples you can see Sativum and Indica and Piscium and Mangifera. Here Piscium and Mangifera denote its genus and Sativum and Indica tells about species. Now after species I am telling about genus. It is a group of related species which has more characters in common in comparison to species of other genera. Example, potato, McCoy, brinjal. All 3 species are same genus. Solanum tuberosum, Solanum nigrum, Solanum melongenirea. Same genus is Solanum. Next example, lion, leopard, tiger. Here also same genus is Panthera. Genus is also closely related species. Next is family. Group of related genera having less similarity as compared to genus and species. Families are characterized on the basis of both vegetative and reproductive features of plant. Example, there are some genus Solanum, Petunia, Datura, Atropa having family Solanaceae. And another example is Panthera felis having family Felidae. After family, its order. Group of related families which have a few similar characters. Example, Convolvulaceae, Solanaceae having plant family and its order is Polymoniales which is based on some floral characters. After this, I am telling you about class. It is a group of related orders. Example, plants order like Sapindales or Polymoniales having class Dictyodon. Animal order Primata, Carnivora having class Mammalia. After class, its division or you can say phylum. Phylum used in Animalia, division used in Plantia. It's a group of related classes. Example, phylum Chordata having class Mammalia, Aves, Reptilia, Amphibians, Osteichthyes having divisions. Next is kingdom. It is highest category in hierarchy related to phyla or division. In NCERT you can see a table which is very important. There are some common name and biological name, the genus, family, order, class, division. Man, biological name is Homo sapiens, Homo denotes as genus and family is Hominidae, order is Primata, class Mammalia, division Chordata. Housefly, Musca domestica. Here you can see genus is Musca, family Muscidae, order Diptera, Insecta and Arthropoda. Mango, Mangifera indica. Genus is Mangifera encardiaca, sapentails, dicotyledon or angiosperm. Biological concept of species is given by Ernest Mayr, which is based on reproductive isolation. In next video, I am discussing about some taxonomical aids. Guys, if you have any doubt related to this topic, please post it out. Thank you.